All right, I'd like to talk about this altered dominant scale that we see so often. The altered dominant scale is part of the melodic minor sound. We'll look at it in E. E altered is part of an F melodic minor. So if you know your melodic minor scale, you just go down a half a step or start on the major 7. So it's E7, sharp 9, sharp 5, flat 5, flat 9, flat 13, sharp 11. Basically, your 9s and your 5s can be altered either way, sharp or flat, and your sharp 11 and your flat 13. Now, confusing, because you also have your root, your third, and your flat 7. So you're thinking, wait a minute, that's way more than 7 notes. It's like 9 notes already. Your sharp 11 is your flat 5. Your flat 13 is your sharp 5. So a good way to think about this altered dominant scale is to take the 5s out. Reserve the 5s for your diminished sounds and your half diminished sounds. That would be the flat 5. And your sharp 5 is more of an augmented tone on your augmented scale, your whole tone. Now we can say, all right, well, now what do we have? And here's a great fingering on guitar. 3rd finger, 7th fret on E. I know it's a weird position start. But you have root, flat 9, sharp 9, major 3rd, sharp 11, not flat 5, flat 13, not sharp 5, flat 7, and then root. So that's your altered dominant scale. It has all the altered tones. Now you may see chords with sharp 5s and flat 5s. Those are altered chords, yes. The chord itself can dictate what scale is to be used, depending. Now, your altered dominant scale does not have the natural 5 in it. Is that a clashing note if your altered dominant chord has the natural 5? Not necessarily. There may be other choices that you might use, like the dominant diminished has the natural 5 in it, which we can get into another time. But for your altered dominant, all your altered tones are there. It will cover any altered chord. That's the beauty of it. It really does sound great. So here's some ideas out of this E7 sharp 9, which we all know in the rock and blues world as like the Jimi Hendrix chord. Well, it's an altered dominant chord. That position I showed kind of follows right there. So here's our chord. And here's what the scale sounds like. Some ideas that come out of that. If you take your A minor pentatonic, which is right there in that same position, and change your A to a G sharp. No A natural, just change A to A flat, G sharp. Also your classic bebop riff comes right out of there, same position. What else we got? How about some triads? E augmented, but I guess we'll say it E3 with a flat 13, or E augmented really. B flat major, C major comes out of there. But that's part of triad pairing. 2 triads that are a whole step apart so they don't overlap notes. B flat, C, inversions. That was a resolving sus4, so I'm resolving the C sus4, the C, and adding the 9 down the octave. Now you can invert these triads, B flat, C, B flat, C. How about a C, C sus4, add 9. So there's some ideas on this E altered. I hope that helps. All right, and now a word from our sponsor. Here we have a kiwi. This is grapefruit. Really tasty. It's good for you. Although it's got that hairy, tough skin on the outside that a lot of people are just like, oh, they're such a pain to clean. Well, don't use a carrot peeler. The best way that I've found to clean one of these is cut off each end. You can do it both at the same time, at least cut one off. Stand it up like this, and then basically go around it. You know, try to get as thin as you can and not waste any. The thinner your cuts are, the more kiwi you're going to have left because of the circumference of the thing. All right. So, you know, put away those peelers. Then you just go around and just clean it up. Boom, like that, you're done. There's a nice kiwi. You're gonna find your little spots here and there. When you're ready, just slice them up any way you like. Really excellent fruit. I'm going to put some of this on my oatmeal. Make a fruit salad. Just go great with strawberries and bananas. There you go. Beautiful. Enjoy that.